Alright everybody, welcome back to CCLP1 in the black and white tile set. It has been a good amount of time since I've recorded this series, or just in general. If you weren't aware, I had to take a little bit of a hiatus to tend to some dental work. And I got a little souvenir out of it. These are the wisdom teeth, or 3 of the 4 that got pulled and were saved. The 4th one was rotten and was not salvageable. But I am pretty much recovered. There's still a little bit of discomfort in this side of my mouth right here, just a very, very small amount. That's where the problem mostly was. And I'm having some numbness down here. Yeah, right here is where it's still a little numb. So what happened was the wisdom tooth back here was on top of a nerve, and it connected to a nerve right below my lips right here, and so right here is just completely numb, and it has been for 2 weeks. It's not permanent, it's just taking a long time to heal, and they told me that, so it's fine, but it doesn't really hinder my ability to talk or eat that much, so that's always a good thing. But you're not here for that kind of story. You're here to watch me play this in black and white. So we're on Trafigular Square, and the goal today is to hit level 50. This level's pretty fun though. It's just a bunch of chips under blocks, or as I tend to say, blocks under chips. With a little bit of pink ball dodging and such. It's kind of a weird level, really. So the name, is it called Trafalgar Square? Trafalgar? That's probably the right name for it. Okay, good. We were pretty thorough with our extraction process. Oof. Managed to beat death there. Alright, cool. That level's done. Pretty fun stuff. Alright, Teleport Depot is next. The level that everyone tends to make a walls of level, even though it's just 4 5x5 squares. Which is kind of funny. Okay, so we got the chips. This is basically an item swapper with teleports involved. Okay, you can't move those. And okay. Easy stuff. Okay, I have to remember this is CCLP1 we're playing. It's not going to be a hard level in the slightest. It's not going to take that much thought. Alright, the last Starfighter. You are the last hope. Pretty interesting level to include. And good guys on CCLP1 staff did not think to put a gravel spot in front of the blob room. I wonder how that did not get accounted for. But I'm sure it's the reason a lot of the random levels in future CCLPs, such as CCLP4, had their randomness accounted for, at least in most cases. I specifically remember Ruinous Plaza. I think I think they wanted me to untime that level, but I refused to do it. And there's a Melinda time because of it. Because it's random force floor heavy and open-ended. But that's in CCLP4. We are far from that set. It might be like end of summer by the time I get to that set in this tile set. We shall just move forward with CCLP1 for now. Sky high or deep down with a time limit of 376. Real chipsters remember the original title of this Cloud or Circle, I think it was. But was changed because the title did not make sense for being level 29. I think it was supposed to be level 9, or it was level 9 in the source set. Okay, I think that's all of them. We can't go this way. And just a little thin wall, blue wall section with a little bit of dodging. Nothing too crazy. Ooh, this one actually has gliders in here. Alright, done and done. Button Brigade. Let's put your button knowledge to good use. Don't forget that monsters can, at times, be your allies. Alright. Straightforward stuff. So hope you all are doing well. It is currently a pretty decent Saturday morning, or midday, or not midday, like mid-morning. It's like 10:30 right now. Okay, so I think you want to keep this block. If I remember right. Or maybe not. You probably don't want to keep the block. You just want to use this one. Okay, pretty cool. Act like I never played CCLP1 before. Alright, Quincunx. Yeah, other than the procedure I had done, nothing else has been hasn't really happened in my life. I like to think I have a pretty boring lifestyle. Like, you got your folks that do, you know, like they go on their Saturday walks, or they go out and do some shopping and stuff. I don't really do any of that. Mainly because my living situation doesn't really permit me to do that. I do go shopping, but I don't need to do it I don't need to do it all the time. Especially with the cost of everything going up where I live. It's crazy, man. They just want to keep... They just want to take your money any chance they get. But we're not here for real world stuff like that. Okay. Alright, where's the one chip I'm missing? I am once again a one chip Andy. And I am no longer a one chip Andy. Alright, that level's done. That's a pretty fun one, honestly. It's kind of underrated in a way. Nitroglycerin. So I know there's a story portion of this set. Or there's a story for this set that I could follow along, but we're not going to do that. Now, if there was a story attached with every CCLP, I probably would be more inclined to do so, but there's only one for this set and CCLP3. I remember there was it was a long time ago, but I remember there was some post on CC Zone about potentially starting a storyline for CCLP2. I think I wrote something for the transition between gosh, what levels were they? I can't remember. It might have been Lake and Winter to Oracle 1. But nothing ever came out of that, sadly. Alright, just these last 3 chips. I love this level. I mean, I never really made it known in any capacity, but this is probably one of my favorite Andrew Menzies levels out there. I love the slow progression vibe of it. I love the aesthetic of it. I like how it's just basic chip collecting, but it has the slow progression of hitting trap buttons to proceed, which is really, really cool. I actually designed a recent CC1 level that's basically like this, but it's more of a maze than a chip collection level. There's actually no chips in it. Alright, spitting image. Okay, so this is one of these kinds of levels. So we got 3, 4 for the top row and 2, 4, and 5 for the second row. Yeah, 1 and 4. Two, 3, and 5. And 2 and 5. Okay. So this is the maze part, where it's just a basic standard maze. And it's the same path, but it's invisible. Pretty cool concept. I'm kind of glad this got into the set. Unfortunately, there's no exit in the invisible wall part, but that's okay. Alright, spitting image done. Just a bunch of letters. Alright, so we got the cipher level of the set. I think this was the last cipher level included in a CCLP, actually. Because CCLP4 did something different, and then CCLP5 just completely abandoned the whole cipher concept entirely. Lots of L's, but no W's. Alright, that's pretty simple stuff. Alright. Mystery wall. Oh, I remember this level. This was a, wasn't this one of those levels that was not initially included in CCLP1 voting, but got nominated to be included and ended up getting into the set? That's pretty cool when that happens. I think at CCLP4 it happened too with block parking. I think there was another level too, but I don't remember what it was. I think it was, shoot. It was one of the later ones. It was in the hundreds for sure. Someone's gonna comment and tell me what it is. But I know for a fact block parking was one of them. Can I just say I really missed recording? It was not fun just dealing with the pain and just not be able to do much in general. I actually tried recording like maybe 4 days after my surgery, and I just couldn't do it. It was too hard, man. Okay, random 3 chips on the this bottom corridor was always weird. Alright. Mystery wall is done. Rhombus. Oh hey, this is another level I improved the bolt time on, I believe. But I am failing miserably at doing it. There we go. I think the secret behind me getting the bolt time, I think, was just a pure... Oh, I don't have the other key. Well, that is 100% the black and white tile set's fault. Because you have to juggle the key colors, or the dots on the colors, while you're dodging the fireballs. So, hey, we finally get another entry on that, though. Okay, so what did I do? That. Okay, that's what you have to do. I think the only reason why I ended up beating, I think it was JB, on the bolt time was the realization that, like, one of these keys can be skipped. Okay, this is what you're supposed to do first. Yeah, that's the one you're supposed to skip. Okay. Rhombus done. Habitat. Any Tom Patton enjoyers in the chat? I believe this is his first level in the set. I kind of like it, though. I feel like we don't have enough bug-themed levels in CCLPs. Is it just me? Bug and Paramecia-themed levels, that is. Oh, this room is a little nuts. But yeah, I feel like we need more bug and Paramecia themed levels. Okay, exit. Where are you, buddy? I think you're over here, right? Alright, habitat done. Heat conductor, my very first CCLP level ever. I don't remember if we played this in Joshi yet. We might have. Can't remember. I know I included this in my... Okay, that's not the right key. I know I included this in Josh L0, I believe. Just a little bit, a tad bit more refined, because this design is considerably outdated. Okay, now I can do this. But I don't think the updated version is in Joshi, so I might want to do that. Okay, now we got the fire boots and we can just go on this grand expedition of collecting all the chips. Gosh, this level is so old, man. This is like a 18-year-old level, at least. Well, no. Josh L was 2009, so no, it can't be 18 years. Josh L1 was 2012. 12 or 13. I think it was 12. Yeah. Needless to say, this level is old. It's one of my oldest ones. And I still remember that day where I think I got an email from someone on the staff. I don't remember who exactly. It might have been JB. Because he was the coordinator for the set and stuff. But I remember getting the email saying, "Oh, congratulations, Josh! You 12 of your levels have been selected for CCLP1 inclusion," and basically asking for my permission to include them. And that's where the mention of wanting to change a couple of things about the levels was right with Sapphire Cavern being changed. I think something in California was also changed. Yeah, very, very fun memory I still have today after all these years. But this is a pretty cool level. I mean, it's not the best, but I'm glad people liked it enough to want to see it in the set. I don't know how well it did in voting, or I have no concept of that at all. But I'm sure someone can dig it up if they really wanted to. Speaking of digging up, dig and dig. I'm just gonna kill that guy. Alright, that one's done. That's a pretty easy level. I feel like this could have been placed a little earlier, if I'm being honest, but it's a nice breather from a big item swapper like Heat Conductor was. Alright, Seaside. Okay, evidently I picked a corner with the exit on it. That's not good. But we can go this way. So I don't think you need any of these blocks. I think you only need them if you get trapped or something. Did I do that bottom room? I think I did. Yes, I did. So that means I should just win, right? Easy peasy. Alright. Descending ceiling. very exhilarating experience.
Bummer.
Oh. Oh, I remember that trick. I see you. You think you got me. You know, you did get me, but I remember that trick. You gotta press the toggle button and then you can hide. Okay. And we're done. Cool. That's a cute level. I really like that. It has such a cool charm to it. Mugfa. I've never learned how to pronounce that name. Of course, it's the last one you try. Okay. This is a Trevor Hedges classic, folks.
Bummer.
And that's a classic death. Wow, that's stupid. Just walk right into the glider. Alright, well at least we know what wall's fake. Okay, let's press that one. My cat is meowing like crazy again. She always does this when I record, man. Every time even after 2 weeks of not doing it, she still does it. I don't know if the mic actually picks up her meowing or not, but I can definitely hear it myself. And if she keeps it up, I'm going to have to pause the recording like I usually do and let her out. I don't know why she does this. Everything she needs is in here in my room, so I don't understand why she has to leave, but cats are really silly creatures, what can I say? Yeah, this level's pretty cool as well. I'm going to say that about every level, because I think every level's cool in its own way. Well, not every level, but you know what I mean. And it's got a couple of long bits. It's got some block pushing bits that, you know, could be shortened, but... or could have been shortened, but I think the whole block pushing limit and whatever, I think I've said my piece on that before in the past. That guy's definitely not going to get me. That's not the path. Okay, so we just had to do this 4 times. See, it's okay to do this 4 times, but not warehouse in Dallas. I see how it is, guys. I see how it is. I guess on the topic of that, so because that's a CC2 level I designed, and it kind of became a meme for some reason. But on the topic of CC2, how would folks feel about me let's playing a CC2 thing? There's a couple of things I am considering on let's playing. For like CC2 content. But definitely let me know. I know some of y'all prefer CC1 stuff over CC2, and that's a perfectly understandable and fair thing to prefer. I myself, I think I lean in that CC1 over CC2 boat as well. But I'm not afraid to expand my horizons, if you may. Okay, we got gears. I will say it would not be CC2 itself, not the main game. I don't think I'll ever let's play that, because the main game... Quite frankly, the main game I think sucks. I mean, I know that is a very blunt take, but the CC2 main game is just, it doesn't fulfill the charm that CC1 did. Like, CC1 explored new concepts and stuff. And, you know, yeah, it had its block pushing tedious moments, and CC2 doesn't really have that, but it just has a lot of wacky level design in it, and it doesn't really explore CC2 mechanics that well, like the speed boots, for example. You don't use them once in the game, and that's it. The hook gets introduced over halfway through the game, didn't get a proper introduction like it should have been. It's like the most versatile CC2 tile there is, and it didn't even get an introduction. I think that's nuts. But it wouldn't be the main game. I'll say it would be a custom set. It probably wouldn't be CC2LP1 either. I probably should let's play it. I probably should just bite the bullet and do it, but I don't know. But we're on Frozen Labyrinth, my next level in the set. And this one I'm really happy to got into the set. This was one I didn't expect to get hyped for. I remember Tyler specifically was really hyping up this maze. And to be completely honest, I'm not sure why he was. I never really asked him why he hyped this maze up so much. I guess it's just the way it looks. Because it's not every day you see a maze level get praised. So the fact this one did is, I don't know, it's pretty special to me. One thing I wish I did with this level, though, I wish I included just a few more shortcuts. Just a few more, like maybe 2 more shortcuts. Probably would have made this slightly better. But I did mention in the CC1 playthrough that Strange Maze had a lot to do behind the inspiration of this. Because it's hard to use ice as a wall. And you know what? I kind of want to make more mazes again. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I do. I think mazes are really fun. They're nice and chill. Like, you don't have to think too hard about it. It's just something to do, really. And I've never not been satisfied upon solving a maze. I've always been satisfied after beating a maze level, like Strange Maze, or even this level. Like, I'm satisfied. You get the skates and you can walk all over the place, which is just so cool. Alright, Frozen Labyrinth is done. That was a nice, enjoyable level to play again. Who's the boss? Not you. I'm gonna wait for this guy to get all the way down here. There we go. Easy peasy. Sapphire Cavern, okay. So this level was used to have gold. Not gold. It used to have yellow keys and locks, and it was called the Gold Mine. But because mining for gold keys also got into the set, they did not want to. They didn't want overlap to be between the two levels. So I guess they felt mining for gold keys felt more fitting for the gold aesthetic, which I agree. I definitely agree with that choice being correct. So they suggested changing the locks and keys to blue, and they suggested a title with it too. I don't remember what it was. I think it was like crystal something. I don't know. I don't even have a way to dig up the email that made that suggestion when they reached out telling me I got levels into the set. But I picked Sapphire Cavern mainly because that's my birthstone. September is the month of the sapphire. I am missing a chip somehow. Hello? Aha, there you are. And a key. Alright. Fun level. Fun little story to tell with it, too. Bombs away. I think at this point I'm just going to deal with my cat meowing. I only have a couple levels left to play, so... Definitely longer than the last episode, that's for sure.
Bummer.
Oh, come on. I stepped down. Okay. Well, anything to get the death count up, I guess. Let's just spam this guy. Okay, well, I think we can go ahead and continue clearing that way out. You know, this level's basic as heck, but once again, I like that it's included in this set because it's a fun way of just spamming a button and just blowing stuff up. Oh, look at that. It's perfectly centered like that. I like that. Ida was cooking with that decision. I think that's who made this level, was Ida. Okay, so how do we get... Okay, I just need a couple more. I think this is the strat. Okay. Just a few more. That should be plenty. That is too many, actually. Missed opportunity to have a bomb blocking the exit. Oh well. Bombs away is done. And now we're on to Sundance. Okay, so... this is one I have to pay attention to. Okay, so I can collect that. In fact, I need to collect it.
Bummer.
Oh, pff, I knew I was gonna die. I knew that was gonna get me. That's okay. 7 deaths is not that bad, I don't think. Well, I guess it depends on what you define as bad. Alright, easy stuff. I should not have died in this level. It's not that hard. Alright, 49 cell. Okay. Let's go this way. Okay, I can go this way. Okay, I can't go there yet. I did press a toggle button. Let me get this. And I can go up there. Yes, I can unlock all those. Those are green doors. Alright, just have one more chip to get, and I know where it's at. It's right over here. Right down here. Let's me get the suction boots. It's always satisfying when you get the item you need to traverse everything you couldn't do otherwise. Okay, that's a fun level. 49 cell is done. And for the final level of today's video, folks, and possibly the worst level in the entirety of CCLP history. That's actually not true. At least in CCLP1, though. I think this is the worst level. The grass is greener on the other side. This is a level I made, and I kind of wish wasn't in the set. There's some reasoning behind why I wish this wasn't included. The whole point of the level was to showcase this section. Once you get the items you need, all it is just venturing out into this big green lock section and collect these chips and avoid the blobs. And that's all the level is. I just think that's not very fun. It's not very interesting, even for a new player. And since it is my own level, I am 100% entitled to hate it. But that is that level done, and we never have to play it again. Until we get to it in Joshi. And then I can crap on it again. But in all seriousness, I'm glad people liked it. I guess I really don't know what the appeal of this level was to include it, or how well it did in CCLP1 voting. I think if I had known it was going to get in, I probably would not have submitted it. But it got included. It's in here, and we have to appreciate it. So if you are an enjoyer of this level in any way, more power to you. I will not stop you from liking it. But I just think it's subpar at best. Maybe I'm being too harsh on myself, but I definitely think this is my worst CCLP level ever. Picking up chips is what the challenge is all about. On the ice, chip gets chapped and feels like a chump instead of a champ. We're going to get that message every time we beat level 50. H2O below 273k. We are going to take that on and the next 25 levels of CCLP1 in the next video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. This was fun. This was a very enjoyable 25 levels to play, other than the last one. I'm just gonna keep doing it, man. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's in the set, man. Like, if you were on the CCLP1 staff watching this, I sincerely, please comment or Discord me or whatever and tell me how well that level did in CCLP1 voting. I genuinely want to know. And like the discussions about that level in the CCLP1 staff, if there were any, because I doubt that was top 100 or even top 200-300. I feel like that level was like digging deep into the barrel, and you just happened to grab that one. I don't know. That's the vibe I get off of that decision, but who knows? If you're on the CCLP1 staff, please find a way, dig up the history, and tell me why that level got in, what ranking it got. I really want to know. I'm so curious. And all the other ones too, like Heat Conductor, Frozen Labyrinth, Sapphire Cavern. I want to know how well those levels did too. And I guess you can tell me the other ones that are coming up. Do I have levels coming up in the next decade? I do. I have 3 in the 60s. I don't think I have any in the 70s. So we'll be playing 3 more of my levels in the next video of this series too. But thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all and everything. It means a lot to me, and hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Have a good rest of your weekend, and see you later.